Hello everyone, welcome to Computer Science and IT Gate Coaching. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get the instant notification of my free lecture. Now see, Euclidean algorithm that we are going to see. It is very important and it is asked in your gate. It is important. This is asked in your gate previous year. This is your gate previous year question. This algorithm they have asked is your gate previous year question. Okay. So they have given the code and they are just asking what that code is doing. Okay. That was the Euclidean algorithm. So what is that algorithm? What is that algorithm? So this algorithm, right? This algorithm is used to find GCD of two numbers. This algorithm is used to find GCD of two numbers. GCD, or you can say that SCM. Okay, GCD or SCM, you can say that SCF, GCD or SCM. GCD means greatest common divisor, greatest common divisor, or SCF, SCF, highest common, highest common factor, highest common, or SCF two number. So both are same. GCD and SCF is same only. It is highest common factor means the bigger the factor, the highest factor which is dividing both the number. That is even called as greatest common divisor only. Okay. What is GCD? Okay. So GCD of two numbers, GCD of two number, GCD of two number is the is the largest number is the largest number that divides the largest number both both of them. Okay. Simple way a simple way find find GCD simple way to find GCD is to factorize factorize both numbers is to factorize both and and multiply multiply common factors multiply common. Example, what I am saying is that for given two number, how to find the GCD? So GCD of two number is the largest number. It is the largest number that divides the both of them. So GCD or SCF both are same. Okay. So whether they will ask you about GCD or SCF, you should use this algorithm of two number is the largest number that divides both of them. Okay, is the largest number that divides both of them. A single way to find GCD is to factorize both number and multiply the common factor. And you should multiply the common factor. Okay. So if 36 is your, what is the factor of that? 2 into 2 into 3 into, like this. How to find factor of the 36? Is going to be 18. Then 2 is divisible by this 9. Then 3 into 3. You can divide. So 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 is your factor of 36. Then 60. You need to find the factor of 60. 60 divide by 2, you are going to get 30. Divide by 2, you got 15. Divide by 5, 3, got 5. Okay, so it's going to be 2 into 3 into 5. Now take the common factor. Here you got 2, here you got 2, here you got 3. Okay, so GCD equal to multiplication of multiplication of. See, these things is required to understand the algorithm, how this is going to go, because we need to know the basic how GCD perform. Okay, I know that many of you might be knowing that I'm just giving a recap. Okay, so multiplication of common common factor. So it is a multiplication of common factor. This is one way. So 2 into 2 into 3 into 2 into 3 is common factor 2. 4 into 2 to 4, 4 into 3 is your 12. So you got 12. Okay. If you're done with the writing, then please let me know. If you're done with the writing, then please let me know. So this is one way you write the common factor. This is a simple way. Okay, this is a simple way. You write the common the factors, numbering factors. Now do the multiplication of common factor. You will get the GCD. So now write another method, that is division method. Division method. Okay. If the number they have given you 36 and 60, what you have to do? You divide this 36 by 60. How you can divide? By 1. If you multiply 36 into 1, 36, then you are going to get remainder as 24. Now this term will come. Now again you divide with the remainder what you got 24. You divide with 36. Means 36 will come here. Now you need to divide 36 by 24. Now in one go you will get 24. Then remainder is going to your 12. Now this number will become 24. Okay. Then if you do 2 into 2, you got 24. When the remainder is going to be 0, the number with which you are getting here, okay, that is the divisor. So that is going to your GCD. This is the another method to find the GCD. So what you have to do, if they have given you two number, you divide the bigger number with the smaller one. Now the remainder is going to now become the divisor, new divisor, and dividend is going to your that this number. The previous divisor is now going to become the dividend. So again divide. Now you got remainder 12. This divisor is now going to become the dividend 24 into. Understood? Is it done? Is it done? Am I clear? Please let me know whether it is clear or not. So this is another method. So by using common factor, by using division, we can find the greatest common divisor. Okay, SCF. So this is even helpful in your aptitude. Now we will see the algorithm. We are having basic Euclidean algorithm for GCD or a basic Euclidean algorithm GCD, that is even called as uh, now we will see the algorithm. What it is. So it is saying that first if we subtract first is saying that if you subtract smaller number, if you subtract a smaller number from larger number, larger, we reduce larger number. We are going to reduce larger number. Going to reduce larger number. GCD does not change. After that means we are reducing the larger number by subtracting the smaller number from the larger one. Okay, so we subtract the smaller number from larger number and we are reducing the larger number. After that also then GCD is not going to change. That then again we are going to get two number. Then also the GCD is not going to change. Okay, so I will take the example. With example I will clear. If we keep subtracting repeatedly, if we keep subtracting, so if we keep subtracting repeatedly, the larger of the larger of the larger of two, we end up with GCD. We are going to end up with the GCD. So if we keep on doing this, we are going to find the GCD. Okay. So when we will stop, when the difference is going to be 0. Okay. Let me explain that. If we subtract the smaller number from the larger, Okay, from the larger we subtract the smaller number, then we are going to reduce the larger number. And after that also the GCD is not going to change. Now the smaller number and the new number we will again find the, we'll use that method only. If we keep subtracting repeatedly the larger of two, okay, we end up with GCD. We are going to get the GCD. So if you're done with the writing, then please let me know. Now see with example. Example. So we have seen 36 and 60. GCD we got 12. Okay. Now see how, by using that. So 60 is going to be one number. Now 60 minus 36 is going to be another. So you are going to get 60 minus 36. You are going to get 24. Okay. Now, sorry, it is going to be 36. First number is going to be 36. 36. Now with the bigger you have subtracted the smaller ones. You got two number 36 and 24. Now again this is going to be the 24. Now again subtract from the larger the smaller one. 36 minus 24 you are doing. You got here 24, here 12. Now 12 or 24 minus 12 you got. So whenever you are getting the same two number, you can say that this is the GCD. This is the GCD. Or again if you subtract you are going to get 0. Am I clear? So you take any two number, always keep on subtracting, because what is the division? Division is a subtraction only. Okay, division is a subtraction only. Am I clear? So always keep on dividing the bigger number with the smaller one. The smaller one, you will get two number. Again divide the bigger number with the smaller. Again divide the bigger number with the smaller one. So at last you are going to get both number as same. Got that GCD. If you want, I can take another example also. Or you can give me some example like 3 and 5 we can take. Now take 3 and 5. What is the GCD of that? 3 and 5 is 1 only. Greatest common divisor. So 3 here, 5 minus 3, 2. Okay, now 2, then 3 minus 2, 1. Now 1 and 1 plus got 1. Understood? Understood? Anyone having any doubt? So this is one way you can find the GCD. Now another, it's saying, because you know that subtraction is only a division only, means division, how we are doing the division? By the subtraction only. Okay, it's a repetitive subtraction. Now see the next method. The next way you can find that replace that algorithm is only saying, now instead of subtracting it will divide directly. Okay, so instead of subtraction if you are having doubt you can ask me if it is clear. Okay, instead of subtraction, if we divide if we divide if we divide a smaller number if we divide a smaller number we divide. Now there I was subtracting the smaller number, now I will divide the smaller. Now instead of subtraction, if we divide a smaller number with the bigger number, okay, the algorithm, we divide a smaller number, the algorithm stops. Now in the second step I'm not going to subtract, I'm going to divide the smaller number with the bigger. The algorithm stops when we find remainder equal to 0. When we find remainder, and remainder. When you will get remainder 0, you will stop. Okay, the same way by division method. Okay. We are going to divide the smaller number. Okay. Now see the algorithm. So is it done? Can I go to the algorithm now? Now see the algorithm of division. We need to find GCD, and it is going to return the GCD. Will return in integer type. GCD of int A and int B. A is your smaller number. Okay. If A is equal to 0, A can divide B, then return. Okay. Now take 0 and 5. 0 and 5. Which is the greatest common divisor? 5 only. If A is equal to 0, then remainder is going to be your, that means the greatest common divisor is going to be B. Okay. Else, else you will go, this condition false, then again GCD call, then you divide, this is going to the bigger one, B is going to be the, so you are dividing A by B, you are dividing A by B, you are going to get some remainder, then again A is going to become B, A is, this A is going to come here, this is going to become B. So that's why this A, again I will call the GCD, this A will be now here, and here it is going to be the remainder, remainder will divide, what is going to the remainder? B, not, because if A is not equal to 0, this first number you are going to get always as a remainder, always as a remainder. When remainder is 0, it means the second number is your greatest common divisor. Okay. If A is equal to 0, return B, you got the greatest common divisor. If A is not equal to 0, means the remainder is not 0. The remainder is not equal to 0. So that remainder is B mod A, because B is the greater one. B is the greater one. Then if you are dividing B mod A, that will now become A. So that's why in place of A I am writing this. Now this A will become now B. This will become B. Okay. So in place of this A I have written okay. Just so it will keep on calling like this, and it is going to, this GCD is going to return like this. This is going to be recursive function. Let me take one example. With example, it will be more clear. Okay, let me take the example with example. Now see, I am going to take GCD. The number that I have chosen is 36 and 60 only. I am taking the same. I am calling the GCD. So A is going to be 36 and B is going to be 60. First I am calling on that. A is equal to 0? No. Then return GCD. It is going to return GCD. So it is again going to call GCD on. Now this is going to your B mod A is going to your, B is this, mod A is going to 24. Then A is your 36, that is now is going to become B. Now A is now this 24 equal to 0. No. Again call GCD. B mod A is going to, means 36 mod 24 is going to 12. It's 24. Now again call GCD, because this is not equal to 0. A is not equal to 0. Now GCD B mod 12. Now you are going to get remainder as 0. See 24. This is your B. B mod A 12. Remainder is 0. A is going to be 12. Now see, A is equal to 0. A is equal to 0, and so it's going to return B, your greatest common divisor. Am I clear? Please let me know whether I am clear or not. Please let me know whether I am clear or not. Now, if I write the bigger number here, if I write bigger number here, yeah, Madhura, I'm taking one more example. I'm taking one more example. Let me take one. See, now I'm taking here, always I'm assuming that A is the smaller one. A is the smaller one. Now I'm taking here A is the bigger number. A is this bigger number. So tell me, if you divide 5 by 3, so you are going to get remainder as, because 1, 2, it's not going to divide. So you are going to get remainder as 5. So 5 mod, that 3 mod 5 is going to your 3 only. 1 minute. Correctly. It should be 5. 5 mod 3. That's 5 mod 3. Greater should be here. 5 here, 3. And here 5. So if you are dividing the smaller number 3, yeah, Yeah, 5 mod 3 is going to be 3. It is 3 mod 5. So what is going to be 3 mod 5? You are going to divide 3 by 5, but it will not be visible. You are going to get remainder as 3 only. You are going to get remainder as 3. So if you are going to divide this is going to your B 36. You are going to divide by 60. What you are going to get remainder? 36. Going to get 36. So B mod A is going to be 36. Now this A is now going to be here. Understood? What it is doing? Check here. So first, if A is not greater, if A is not is smaller, here always we are doing A is smaller than B. Here always A is smaller than B. Okay. So if A is greater than B, if A is greater than B, what we are doing? We are first doing the swap of these two. We are doing first the swap, then again we are finding that. Please let me know whether it is clear or not. So 60 was there here 36. So I have taken B mod A. I got 36. Got 36. Then A is now going to become B. So again this way it will go. Am I clear? Himanshu is saying clear because he's also saying clear. Fine. So now take Madhura has asked me to take one more example. So now take 12 and 16. Greatest common divisor of this is 4. GCD of 12 and 16. Now this is smaller. GCD not equal to 0. So 60, if 60 mod 12 is going to 4, 12 because B mod A is going to 4, this is going to be 12. Now GCD 12 mod 4 is going to your 0 because remainder is going to 0, 4 will be here. So GCD is going to your 4. GCD. Yeah, correct. Understood? Yeah, correct, correct, Amina, you are correct. Am I clear now? Madhura, is it clear? Madhura, is it clear? Please let me know whether it is clear or not. Yes, sir, got it. Fine. So here the time complexity is going to you. So in GATE exam, they will only ask you time complexity. Okay. So time complexity is going to be big of log mean of A B. Mean of A log mean the time complexity. We can verify here. Here minimum is 12 log 12. So we are going to get 3. See, 3 times we have did. So it's going to be 3 point something, but approx is going to be 3 here. Okay. Now in 36 and 60, again 36 is the smallest one. So log 36 base 2. So 5. So approx it is giving 5. Okay. So the time complexity is going to your log of minimum of A comma B. Understood? Understood? Am I clear now?